I'm Devin from Yuth Forever, and you guys are watching Solace Music TV.
What's up, guys? I'm Kyle from Solace Music TV. I'm here with Devin from Yuth Forever. How's it going, man?
It's going good, thanks, man.
So you guys are here in Canada finally with no border troubles.
Yeah, dude, it was badass. We just crossed and we were like, yo, man, we're coming in. And they said, okay. It was sick. Super sick.
Are you guys excited to play tonight?
Yeah, definitely, man. Canada is way better than the USA. And, like, fuck what anybody else says. Canada's definitely the better country. So, yes, without a doubt.
How has your past experience with Canada been? I know you've been here with on that tour with Black Tongue, right?
Yeah, that was awesome. We were only there for like 3 days with that, but it was super cool. You guys have really, really good candy bars. Everybody's really nice. And everybody in Montreal is beautiful. Like everybody. I just want to hug them all. So really good. Really good experiences.
Did you try the poutine?
Oh, dude, of course. I'm doing that tonight, too. Today's poutine day.
Every band that comes to Canada loves the poutine.
Dude, like, when we were here for like 3 weeks once, and we had poutine probably every single day. It was badass.
Good decision.
Yeah.
So you guys recently had to change your name from Villains to Yuth Forever. So why did you have to change it, and why Yuth Forever?
Well, we got an email from a band called The Villains. It was a cease and desist email saying that we had to change our name. Otherwise, they'd sue us and, all that stupid stuff. So we were like, okay, for sure, like, we'll change our name. Like, we everybody's always like, you guys could have totally kept it. They're The Villains. But we had our lawyers look into it. We had to change our name. If you're watching this, stop being so angry. The name change itself, why we picked it, is because we already had this branding thing with, like, Skeleton Youth Forever. And as, like, the name Villains came when we were 16. Like, that was the first name we thought of, you know what I'm saying? And so, like, with that name, we kind of grew up and realized, like, we're not villains. I'm not a mean guy. I'm not a villainous guy. I don't do bad things. And, like, through the whole Skeleton Youth Forever thing, it kind of just morphed into, like, Youth Forever, just, like, because the band's always been, like, my physical inability to, like, grow up, and so now it's, like, my youth for forever.
Interesting. I love that.
Thanks, man.
So do you think, like, ironically enough, that, like, changing your name kind of helped you get over the border today?
Yes, absolutely. That's what I said. I was like, man, they probably were like, oh, Youth Forever, that sounds fun and nice. But, like, Villains, they were probably like, whoa, man, like, we got to search everything. That dude got arrested when he was 16, go home. Our guitarist got arrested when he was 16. And it sucked. It was stupid last time. But, yeah.
Can you explain to us what the Skeleton Youth is and what it means to you personally?
Skeleton Youth, to me, is knowing that, like, no matter what you do ever, you're never alone. No matter how you feel or how alone you do feel, like, there's millions of other people in the world that feel the same way as you do. And when I was going through a rough time in myself, I took solace in that. And I was just like, man, this is really, really nice to know that, like, I'm not the only one going through this. And so that's what it means to me. And then I kind of wanted to broaden it to everybody else, and I want to spread the message, that, like, yo, man, like, you're not alone, and you never will be. No matter what happens to you, I understand you, always. So that's what it is.
Awesome, that's great. And you communicate that through your lyrics, too?
Yeah. The lyrics are really, really sad, obviously, and I'm not a very sad guy, but that's just because I'm really good at honing in on, like, emotions that I felt at one point and, like, expressing them to their fullest, and that's something people ask me about a lot. But yeah, and I made them extreme because of that reason. Like, everybody feels extreme like that sometimes, and so I just wanted to help them out,
So you weren't always the vocalist in the band. You were the drummer before, correct?
Yes.
So how did you transition from drummer to vocalist? Like, how was it? Was it something you wanted to do?
It was not something I wanted to do. I got pushed into it by our friend Tyler Denon. And, like, the members of the band, because, like, I've always written all the music and most of the lyrics. So then, like, when we kept on losing vocalists, and everybody was like, dude, you should just do it. And I was like, oh, fine, I guess I'll try it. And then after doing it, I realized how awesome it was, because when I played drums, people were like, oh, it's cool, you write the music and everything. But, like, when I started, like, being the vocalist, I got to really, like, see firsthand, like, all of the cool things that, like, the band was doing, as opposed to being in the back on drums when nobody really talked to me, So it was really cool, and I was sick of having all of these people say my words. Like, it just felt wrong. Like, very emotional songs like Death and Serenity on 10 Code, like, that just felt weird. Like, it's about my dad, and so it felt weird having, like, somebody else say the part, And so I was like, this should be me. But the transition itself was very weird. I was not a good vocalist at first. Problem Child and Freudian Slip are, like my first projects as a vocalist. So like now after touring on those for like a year, I'm like way better. And like it was also weird adjusting to like having like my stage legs because I was used to sitting, and so I was like doing a lot of weird floppy movements for a little bit. But it's good now. It just took a bit.
Awesome. Yeah, I totally understand where you're coming from with the lyrics. Like having someone else like scream your personal lyrics.
Yeah, dude. It just felt weird, man. It felt wrong.
So you guys also recently signed to Prosthetic Records. How is it being there, and what's that going to do for you as a band?
It's awesome. The first thing that we did when we signed is that they were like, all right, cool, now let's like get you guys vinyls and CDs, which is a thing that like our fans have been asking for us for a long time, and I wanted personally for myself. So that was the first thing, is we got like CDs and vinyls, and it was super cool, and like that's something we could never afford, and so yeah, shouts out to them for doing that. But we haven't done too much because Freudian Slip was just a re-release through them, so our next record that will be released through them, I'll get to really feel the full extent of what happens, but so far it's awesome.
Has the writing started for the next release?
Oh, it's started. It has.
So, do you think we could expect like 2016 or?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. No, maybe. I'm not supposed to talk about it, but yeah.
Yeah.
You can.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Stoked to hear that.
Yeah, man, it's cool.
So, are there any bands that you guys haven't toured with yet that you want to, or like places you want to go? Like you probably want to go overseas to Europe and shit.
Definitely want to go to Europe. I want to go to Hawaii, even though it's not a good place to tour. I don't care. Gonna go to Hawaii. I want to tour with Sworn In really bad. I think it's stupid that we're like such good friends and we live so close and we haven't toured together. I don't know. I want to tour with a lot of rappers.
Really?
Yeah, it's kind of a hard goal, but yeah.
What about Dark Complex?
Oh, dude, we've toured with them before, and it's badass. And I hope that we get to tour together always, every single tour. I love them.
Are you close with those guys?
Oh yeah, of course. Me and Scarecrow, dude, we're like this. Scarecrow actually helped co-produce with Reese, our guitarist, the beats on Death and Serenity and Freudian Slip, and Better Off Alone. Those three. Yeah.
That's sweet. I'd like to see you guys tour in Canada. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, man, I would love to do that. I'd love to do a full world tour with them. Hopefully we do one day. Especially you, Tommy, if you're watching this.
Awesome. So that concludes the interview. Thank you so much for the time.
No problem, man. Anytime. Thank you guys so much. Shouts out to Solace Music TV.
Make sure you guys check out Youth Forever on the Reflections headline tour. Make sure you check out Freudian Slip, and take it easy.